If we look back at the early days of space competition, what we see resembles a punch-counterpunch exchange between superpowers, shaping the Cold War and redefining what was possible above our atmosphere. America's first punch came in an unexpected way, by absorbing a blow. Sputnik was the wake-up call. That small Soviet satellite marked a new phase in the Cold War. It symbolized not just technical ability, but ballistic missile reach. Our counterpunch was Explorer 1. Despite several failed launch attempts, America's reply proved our scientific and technical strength. Explorer 1 discovered the Van Allen radiation belts and demonstrated that space wasn't just a proving ground for power. It was a frontier for knowledge. With that launch, the United States was no longer just reacting, we were now in the game. The Soviets struck again with another punch, a string of spaceflight firsts. The first dog in space, followed by the first man, then the first woman. The Soviet Union racked up milestones and momentum. But we weren't done trading punches. The U-2 incident reminded the world that tensions on Earth and the competition in space were inseparable. If the United States wanted strategic intelligence, it would have to come from above the atmosphere, not from aircraft vulnerable to Soviet air defenses. The U-2 crisis propelled us into space for the intelligence and strategic missions we could no longer perform in the air. America's counterpunch was the Corona program, and then Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo. President Kennedy set a bold goal: land a man on the moon before the decade was out. But Apollo didn't come without cost. We lost 3 astronauts in the Apollo 1 fire, an unimaginable tragedy, enshrining the names of America's first space heroes, Grissom, White, and Chaffee. And yet, the nation pressed on. Apollo became the ultimate symbol of American ingenuity in 1969. Armstrong and Aldrin took one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, delivering the defining counterpunch of the era. And that brings us closer to today. When we step back from the punch-counterpunch history, it becomes clear that the space age was never as peaceful as many assume.